Hola, and welcome to this episode of BlackBerry Jam Unplugged. In this series, we'll examine all the possibilities of what we can do in BlackBerry 10, in the SDK for today and looking towards tomorrow. Today, we're joined with a bit of a celebrity. We have Michael Clewley joining us, and he's one of our product managers here at BlackBerry. Michael, he is a kind soul. One might even say a bit of a modern-day flower child. He enjoys nature walks through the woods. He leads his team there, picking flowers along the way and making lovely bouquets to surprise them when they come into work. Michael.
Hola, Señor Neil.
Ah, yes, hola. Maybe we could start off with talking a little bit about things that integrate with BlackBerry 10 and some of the deep integration that we talk about, and what are the possibilities for BlackBerry developers out there?
Well, similar to the flowers in my hair.
Ah,
yes. BlackBerry 10 allows deep integration for applications, starting from the hub to calendar and contacts to our share framework, where developers can add their apps into the share framework to continue that flow experience that BlackBerry 10 offers, allowing users to jump from native applications like pictures directly into a third-party application simply by going to the share option in the Pictures app and then getting invoked into that application. It's that seamless integration so that the user doesn't have to stop and think about what they have to do.
Ah, good point. Now, I wonder, we've got integration, we've got invocation frameworks and these sorts of things. What does that mean for a developer and what they can do for, maybe business advantages compared to having an icon on the grid?
Right, exactly. So again, it goes back to more touch points, more stickiness for that application. If a user's in the contacts application and they bring up a contact card and it shows a link directly into their CRM application, it easily allows that user to recognize that, hey, I can do more with this application by using it in various parts of the entire device experience. So it allows them to go from contacts, again, flow, from contacts to that CRM application by simply tapping a button in the contacts application rather than having to escape out of contacts, go into the CRM application, look up that contact information, and then do something in that CRM application.
Right. Now, that seems like a lot of extra legwork that you really don't want your user to be able to do there. And I mean, it's just extra things. And I know some of our developer community has been really asking about when they can integrate into the hub. It's kind of one of those jump-off points for applications, and really curious on whether or not this functionality will be coming to them.
For sure, Tim. For BlackBerry 10 for right now, we actually offer a first level of integration. So you can actually use the notifications framework to inject notifications directly into the hub. These are more generic notifications that allow the user to see the notification and then launch into the other application. In the future, we want that more deep integration where you can inject your own card into the hub, where you can have your own content, where you can actually action directly from within the hub itself. And that's definitely on the roadmap, and definitely we want to do for our developer community.
Oh, that sounds very good. Now, it leads me to my next question, and I must know on whether or not your large toe is the longest toe that's on your foot.
Well, it's definitely the angriest toe on my foot. It holds all the anger that I get throughout my lifetime and just, festers that way from that perspective. As far as long, it's been around the longest perhaps, but I've never actually measured, Tim.
Well, that's a very interesting answer, Michael. Thank you for that insight. Well, that's all we have time for today. And I'd like to thank you for joining us on this episode of BlackBerry Jam Unplugged, where we learned how Michael is a very fun guy with fungi. And I'd like to invite you to join us for other episodes in this series where we learn more about the BlackBerry 10 SDK. And remember, water wings filled with water do not work as well as you might think. Good night.